So, Griffin.
Yes.
When you asked what they just did the doctor say something like, don't worry about it? Or like, it's done now, so it doesn't matter?
I mean, my doc was super chill. He was like, you're going to feel it. He was like, you have to feel it. Which I thought was weird. He was like, you're going to feel it a little bit. And I was like, you really can't just pump it so full that I don't feel it at all. And he was like, it's normal to feel it a little bit. But he said, don't bear down. That makes it harder. He said, just kind of take that moment and make space for it.
Griff, you mentioned just a second ago that your doctor for your vasectomy was super chill.
Yeah.
Considering the procedure you allowed it to continue, I would assume that's understood. Because if he had come to you like, well, here goes nothing.
The first time for everything.
Yeah, right? Like,
I can't believe they're letting me do my first one by myself.
hey, you don't have a spare hand to hold this scalpel, do you, pal?
He gave me a bit of a hard time during the first.
Actually, the reverse is supposed
He gave
to
me
happen.
a soft time, but the first nut was difficult for me, and I was sort of doing some heavy breathing, and I got a little nauseous, and I was like, is it normal to feel like really nauseous right now? And he was like, yeah, for nervous guys.
Well, but he also read you like a book, Griffin.
Well, yeah, he also had my scrotum spatchcocked on the table in front of him, which is a real power dynamic that I don't even think he took time to stop and consider.
Did they give them to you in a jar afterwards for you to take home?
Dang it, Travis. I was just about to ask that question.
Goofs aside, so there's no, and you guys have both had this done. I know. So I still got them.
Yeah, we don't want to. Are you worried that people might listen to this podcast and take it as
for their medical
advice?
Yeah.
I still got them, but he did leave. They go in and they take a little bit of the tubing out. Yeah. And he just left that on the sort of operating tray after he was
flopping around.
He said, chill here for 5 minutes. Yeah, he poured a hot broth over them, and they writhed on the tray. I was like, that's a chill dude, man.
And then you ate it for vitamins, right?
No, Travis, no. No, you're going to give people really misguided ideas about what this procedure is like. You do not consume anything.
They don't make you eat anything.
Here's the good news. Anyone listening at home, getting a vasectomy, whether you never want to have kids or you're done having kids, rules, because then after that, when someone's like, you guys ever think about having another one? You could say stuff like, nah, that factory's closed. Nobody ever goes in. Nobody ever comes out.
Nobody ever goes in.
If you want to be fucking weird.
If you want to be like the weirdest possible
fucking
about
weird.
it.
One other thing you could say is, that's an insane thing to ask. Mind your own damn business.
That's also true. That's also a good way to go.
I'm going to start wearing shirts that say, don't ask me about my vasectomy.
Read this pamphlet I've printed out.
Hey, Griffin, if you want to start selling shirts that say that, I think that we could make a really nice
Actually,
business.
yeah, that's actually
I don't
want to
talk about my vasectomy today.
We could, if there's
Don't
a tiny
ask about my vasectomy.
a tiny please at the top, but it's just very, very little please. Don't ask me about my. I don't want to be too aggressive about it.
Please understand.
I'd rather you not ask me about my vasectomy.
There might be people who buy that earnestly, wanting to get that message across, but it's going to attract a lot of people who are going to be fucking jokers about it and think this is a joke T-shirt, probably bought at Spencer's.
We'll make the don't really big then, so it'd be like, don't ask me about my vasectomy.